Guess we are ready. I just told them. Are you ready, NBC?
Well,
Who's casting for ESL TV? It's
Aceback and CZM.
Oh yeah. Aceback I could kind of tell from the level up.
I remember playing at TF2 LAN final and Aceback was commentating and all he did for 20 minutes was shout NBC is terrible. Okay, so hello and welcome to Level Up TV. You're listening to NBC and with me is Colette. This is the semi-final, quarter-final between Cooler and Av3k. Finally, this is first map blood. Please take it away after my fail.
Pretty equal start, kind of Zetian standard. First show off is going to be at the next threat, most likely. Let's see what kind of position they take. Favorite position is usually at the mega, not actually jumping on the red, just trying to get some damage on. Great from Av3k there. Wow, amazing play there to actually predict Cooler going out of the teleporter. And that secures him the first frag and the map control. Even though Cooler got the mega now, he should still be in a firm lead.
Yeah, I mean, Cooler got a great spawn there. Spawned at the grenade launcher, but was able to get to rocket launcher and then, yeah, drop straight down to Mega. So, couldn't have hoped for more off the spawn as he plays it very slowly, just trying to get a grasp of where Av3k actually is.
And those first 30 seconds really showed how much these guys have played each other already, predicting each other so well.
I mean, if you're watching Cooler's play as well, it's just such a difference from watching Dahang play Rafa a few minutes ago. A lot slower and a lot more defensive.
Currently with Av3k, who's sitting on a really good stack, and Cooler just tried to do the same that Av3k did to him, spamming the teleporter, but smartly enough, Av3k didn't go for it. And next ret, good decision by Av3k there to check the upper entrance. Now he should be somewhat unchallenged for this ret, cautiously jumping over and then dropping to mega, and Cooler is nowhere to be found. So probably a free mega for Av3k again. Cooler will be smart not to challenge that, considering Av3k's stack and Cooler only having one yellow armor to work with at the moment.
Yeah, Cooler just sitting pretty at that yellow, trying to make his way around the map. Still doesn't really know what Av3k is. Av3k actually now out of the yellow, so just down Av3k for a little while longer as he's in control. Red's up on its spot.
Surprised that Av3k is playing that kind of passive game at the moment. But, I mean, he's in the lead and he's got good control on the map. He doesn't really need the frag now. He does need the mega though, and Cooler is going to look to at least get a rocket, maybe a grenade in.
Actually losing out on the mega time there as well as he backs off towards that lower yellow. Going to hit the rail though. Av3k going to have to fall back after taking another rail. So actually those two rows by Cooler have put him in a good position.
Yeah, but luckily for Av3k, Cooler didn't really see his big advantage there and challenged ret. He could have easily gotten onto ret and stolen it. But now it's all going to be about the next mega, and I'm pretty sure Av3k wants to challenge, and here we go. Missing the first rocket is going to make him back off at least. Trying to hit the exit shot, not going to happen though. Good rocket jump by Cooler, and this really just turned the map around a bit. Av3k out of control. And
yeah, I mean, Cooler didn't even have that mega time, so to get in there early and hold Av3k back was very nicely done.
You can really see how fast little mistakes are punished. Like, Av3k's kind of passive play lost him control pretty much, because he didn't put enough pressure on Cooler, and Cooler got in a better position once, hit a good few shots at mega, and sent him away. Ret and mega spawning at the same time now though, and Av3k made his way over to Ret. And again, trying to catch Cooler out. Let's go with Cooler for now. Lower yellow coming up. Cooler still trying to hold middle ground somewhat. Put some damage into Av3k. Both players on a pretty high stack at the moment, so red armor is not really an item you want to jump on at the moment. If you can get it for free, yeah sure, but even wasting a rocket jump is not going to be too great. Avek got it for free now, that's fine for him, but he lost out on Mega, and now it's Cooler who's 100 HP in the lead on the stacks.
Yeah, I mean, but Avek does have the time on that Mega though, so he's got 20 seconds to bring himself together, make sure he gets this yellow armor, which he has, and get into position. They're going to see a fight by the stairwell. Avek getting out of there, but only 49 HP. Gonna have to find some HP bubbles, or he can't save him for this Mega, and still he's waiting around for a rocket, and yeah, finally
Good decision. Good decision by Avek to just leave that fight. It's always been a problem for some players to be a bit too greedy on landing damage, but Avek is playing really smart, just going for pretty safe shots. There's 2 grenades there. Oh, great LG though by Cooler. Avek's really gonna run away, missing the rail as well. Unfortunate situation. Could have been a lot better, but Cooler's LG just too good there. Just covered the strengths in him, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, Cooler's LG, I've never seen him hit like that in my life. It's really turning it on. Really.
Cooler's actually stepped up his aim a lot compared to his Quake 3 times. He used to be a really aim-weak player. Nowadays, aim is so good. Mostly because he's just played so much lately.
Could even hit this rail onto Avek, who's now stuck on that lead. Will connect as well. Avek down to just... he's got the armor advantage though. Cooler's going to get a yellow and bring it even. And this is good for actually Avek here and Cooler, because if both have the time, both have even stack, and both can potentially get him in Mega.
It's going to come down to who picks up his next red and how clean he does that. Avek is in the damage position. If he catches a rail now, that would be terrible for him, but Cooler's taking too much time to take this red. And now Mega spawned already. That's exactly what Avek wanted. Delay Cooler enough to get this Mega for free. He's even going for a pretty risky shot because he could have been it there as well, but it worked out fine for him, and now Avek is back in control and probably looking to challenge Cooler very soon.
Still very, very slow, very cautious at the moment. Avek waiting for this next red. I don't think Cooler's going to be able to get in on it, and it'd be smart not to challenge within Avek's advantage. He may look for the rocket as Avek drops down though. Oh, Avek's taking a different direction.
Oh, missed rail. He's surely going to master his way in now. He has to be careful though. Cooler's got so much damage now. Even though Avek picked up that red, Cooler is still in a good advantage position because he does have better ground for reds.
I'm surprised Avek didn't switch out to LG a little bit earlier with that health advantage and really go into Cooler, but obviously he was more complacent on hitting a direct rocket.
Avek is still looking okay if he can hit one rail there. He's not gonna challenge for Mega, but if he gets some damage in, he'll be in great shape to go for reds. And he doesn't. And Cooler rocket jumps up for him. And now it's all gonna come down. Avek only on one more rocket. Switches out to a G early. Very nice damage done by Avek, and even sent Cooler away. Nice plasma fake there. And this has been such a tense game. Control switched about 2-3 times now, but nobody's able to really secure a frag.
Yeah, and this is what I said earlier in the Rafa Dahan game, 3 frags up in like around about a minute or two, and that was pretty much a final score, and we're seeing it here, 1-1 by this Mega in 1 minute 50 seconds remaining. Avek now going to rocket jump up to red, exactly what Cooler did, and now it's all in Avek's hands.
They're pretty equal on stack still, and Avek just found Cooler, decides to not challenge. There could have been a decent backstep going for the teleporter, but Avek a bit too afraid. It's only 1.5 minutes left. The player who gets a frag now and maybe has somewhat control, or at least equal, is most likely going to take this map home, and both players know that. And again, Mega goes to Avek, but stacks are still looking pretty equal.
Avek not quite connecting with the rocket he wanted, but Cooler's only 53, those 25s will bring him back up. That seems to be the common story here on Blood Run, in this matchup at least.
Risky move there to go for the rail shots. he felt that way too, switching out, not taking it. If he missed that rail shot, if he actually went for it and missed it, that would have been game over for him, but it's most likely going to go into overtime now. I don't see anyone committing to a fight very soon. Av3k might if he gets a good opening. Oh, and this is the opening Av3k wanted. Av3k's surely going to stay in this, and I'm surprised Cooler stayed that long. He could have taken that rail, and surprisingly, because of the health bubbles up, Cooler's actually in a better position now. Impressive. And hits the rail. This is going to send Av3k packing. He might take the shot from Aga, but he can't really move into it now.
Alright, up, first overtime is coming up in 1 second. 128 seconds added time.
This is such a different story from the ref of the hand game, because none of these players are missing the crucial shots at the moment. That's really what kept both in the game. Control switched so much, but the defensive player seems to be hitting all the really important rail shots to delay attacks and slow down the enemy.
Yep, exactly.
Mega up in 5. Av3k is looking to put some damage onto it, but I think Cooler is gonna figure it out. Yeah, only shaved a bit by that rocket, not too much damage. Good RG by Cooler. Is he gonna follow it up? And he tries to. Again, great dodging by Av3k to get out of that situation. But Cooler's looking so strong now. And that's gonna be it. There we go. Great air shots made by Cooler again, and now it's 1 minute to go, and that's exactly the situation you don't want to have. That was pretty much do or die
situation, yeah.
If he got them mega and did a lot of damage, he could have had a way into this game. But looking at how close this was, I'm almost sure it's going to be over now, but looking at how close it was, Av3k shouldn't be too frustrated about this.
Oh, hello. 3 rails if you can hit a couple more of those. One more 18 HP for Cooler. Av3k, you never know.
Gotta admire the nerve Cooler have to go for that rail fight with 68 HP, so railable and still going for it. Props to Cooler for showing us some balls.
Av3k almost had such a good opportunity to bring this back to a 1 frag difference in those last 25 seconds, and how good would that have been? But Cooler winning first map 4-1 here on Bloodvind, and look at those percentage differences in railgun, 52 to 37. I mean, Cooler has fired 10 less, but still a lot higher difference. And LG as well, Cooler. I would have perhaps said, 4 or 5 months ago, Cooler wouldn't have been able to keep up with Av3k in aim, but now
it's mostly you can't really. It's really hard to judge percentages, especially between Cooler and Av3k, because nowadays Cooler and Av3k play somewhat a similar style. I would say Av3k used to be more aggressive, but kind of tuned it down a bit as well. And now it's really spammy, the style they play, looking for spam shots to hit or spam rails to hit even. And that's why you see really low percentages. I mean, in fights, they probably both had 40 LG pretty much every time. That one fight at Yellow Armor, Cooler probably hit a 50 LG, and it's still only 29 in the end. So you can't really judge too much from percentages. I think it wasn't really aim that held Av3k back. Maybe it's always hard to tell how much some rails would have changed, especially on ZTN when you're running around with high stacks, both of you. 1-2 rails string together can really change the whole pace of the game, and it didn't really happen. But I think it could have gone in both players' favor.
Yeah, but on to second map we do go, which is going to be. Wait a second, Aero Walk I've got down as 5th map, so maybe they just wrote the maps wrong. Yeah, okay, this makes more sense. Dismemberment, then it will be T7, aka Furious Heights, then Lost World, and then Aero Walk as a 5th map if we need it.
I've seen that a lot, Cooler misvoting maps. I think it's because he's got all the maps bound on his numpad and just randomly smashes the buttons, I guess.
Maybe it's this one. Dismemberment, we've not seen this in the quarterfinals yet. What do you think of this map in general? I asked Weird this the other day.
I think it favors players like Cooler a lot nowadays. It's kind of slow pace. You can turn up the pace really, really fast when you got a firm control on the map, but it's usually somewhat split into one gets the yellow and gets decent attacks on the mega or the red, and the other one tries to run red and mega.
Yeah,
so
and that's exactly. I was going to say,
control-heavy
sorry to interrupt, because interestingly, this tournament it's gone the opposite way. Like we've seen most players get full control on this map, and the other player just trying desperately to break it. So I'm interested to see what we're going to see here as we go live. Cooler vs Av3k.
Starting off with Cooler, he's got a slight armor advantage as he got Mega and Yellow spawn, but he doesn't have an LG. That's really so important on this map too, like hitting these rail shots for openings, and now Av3k can't really, and he knows he can't really challenge for this red. And that's gonna give Cooler, that one rail secured Cooler a big lead on this map. And he takes a weird route to challenge Mega as well. Surely Av3k is just gonna try to go for a shot maybe?
Yeah, it doesn't even look like he wants to do that.
Av3k doesn't have a rail yet.
No, he definitely has one. He's got 10 ammo as well.
Oh.
Maybe he doesn't know he has one. Oh, he definitely knows.
Think he knows. A weird decision to not go for the shot there. And Cooler just superb railing at the moment that secures him such a lead on this map. And surely he's gonna move in for a frag soon enough.
Av3k firing some defensive rockets, exactly where Cooler isn't though.
Wouldn't be surprised if Cooler waits just to bait this Mega now. A bit unlucky that rockets didn't connect well. He was just looking to let Av3k have that Mega and get the kill in that situation. So it worked out really, really well for Av3k and not so good for Cooler, but he's still in a decent control of the map. Mega and Red at the same time though now. That's gonna be hard. It's so hard to split this map in two. You can try to put damage from the middle on Mega and secure the red, but Av3k knows it as well, and misshot by Cooler, and this puts Av3k in a more favourable situation as Cooler doesn't really gain anything from the red. I'm surprised he didn't challenge Mega at all there, because Mega would have been a lot better for him.
Yeah, I mean, Av3k's now picked up another yellow, so Av3k's now in that sort of armor stack where if he goes into a fight, the armor probably won't run out until the very end, so definitely in a position now to fight for something. Red's up in 2 seconds, Cooler in position. Looks like Cooler's a little bit wary, actually.
And Cooler's taking, he doesn't even want the Mega yet. This is what I talked about, is stacks kind of equal, and then it's all about trying to get damage on the Mega. Good rockets from Av3k though.
Yeah, only 34-66 remaining for Cooler. Cooler probably going to have to give this Mega up. I don't think he'll even drop down for the railgun shot, but actually rails exchange there as well, and Av3k's forced himself into this red.
And Cooler can't take the shot, he doesn't have enough to survive a rail. Smart decision here by Av3k to delay the red. Now he's got a perfect cycle on the map. Gonna challenge the Mega and doesn't even need to get the frag there. He wants to catch Cooler out badly, and he should now know whereabouts Cooler is.
Oh, Av3k missing the railgun as Cooler jumps over towards it. Cooler, therefore, not missing 2 rails. I think he hit the second one as well. I'm not quite sure, but Av3k still gets that red.
The second one, luckily for Av3k, was missed. But again, we see the same story. That's what I mean. This map is it's about equal to ZTN for these players. It's pretty much the same game. Control switching all the time, but nobody can really get enough damage in to go for a relentless attack. And that's sometimes what you need. Cooler sure hit really good rails onto Av3k, but he usually lost out on an item right after. And again, good rail by Cooler.
Well, actually, that railgun's put them pretty much equal on HP. I mean, Cooler has the armor advantage, but if Cooler can surprise Av3k, perhaps. I mean, I guess that's what it's going to come down to, isn't it? A sort of a surprise attack at this rate.
Yeah, most likely it's usually at some point one of the guys catches the other one out at yellow armor, that's usually where the frags happen, because it's just so obvious at Mega. If you don't take it, you bait it.
Yeah.
If you're not there, you're taking red. It's really easy on this map to predict where the opponent is, and if you can catch someone out, it's mostly at yellow armor.
Do you think that's a bad thing, or do you think that's a positive of this map being in the pool?
I do like it somewhat, but I think it's a bit. The problem is that it's just a circle, pretty much. That is kind of easy to predict, as I said, where your opponent is.
Yeah.
And it's so hard to catch people out. That's why it usually ends in a really close game, but I don't mind seeing DM13, which is somewhat the same case. And I do like watching this as well, as both players just playing tactically so smart.
Cool. Again, hitting those rails. He might even make a really aggressive push on this mega hit. If Av3k would be smart to back out, given that he only has 120, 120. Did hit that rocket though. Mega wasn't picked up. This could be quite good for Av3k. If Av3k can hit this railgun and drop Cooler off, he'd be in a great position to go for it. No, he's actually just going to back off and maybe go for the red.
Impressive.
Wow, Cooler's rail again.
Cooler sitting on 66% rail at the moment.
Av3k's just 22.
Cooler slowly making his way to red. Expect Av3k to be there, but now he knows position and surely gonna get this red uncontended, and he might be a bit late for Mega, but Av3k is just not in a position to take it at the moment. If he jumps on it, he's gonna take so much damage.
Oh, Cooler actually rocketing himself. Av3k done quite a decent amount of damage here. I'd be surprised if he rocket jumped over just for the sake of it. It is Av3k after all, but I think he's going to carry on playing as he has been.
Yeah, but that's pretty much what Av3k lost in the last month. His super aggressive. That's why this game is not a someone takes control and rapes the other guy until that guy gets control, because Av3k is not so aggressive anymore. And
Yeah.
surely Cooler is gonna move in for a kill now. Now he's in the position where he can actually, he could rocket jump. If Av3k goes for the same trap again onto Mega, I can see Cooler going. He's already going over, and Av3k knows it. Oh, he's gonna catch him out, and this should be the first frag for Cooler. Good rail and dodging there by Av3k, but Av3k is left on only 5 HP.
So cocky though, waiting for that railgun as well, knowing that Cooler's hit 66% so far. Av3k now getting in red, and it looks like he may get away with this.
And he's gonna. Cooler hitting such good shots all map long, and then when he really needed to hit just one at the exit, he misses it.
That seems to be a common story. It's been happening to every player that we seem to commentate. It must be the commentator's curse to it. Must be.
I think so. Weirdly enough, LG has not been a factor at all in this game so far. Oh, Av3k way too early for the Mega, and surely Cooler is gonna try to at least get a lot of damage onto him.
It's
Great
the
rail
railgun
again.
as well.
Cooler wanted to rocket jump up there, and he still can. Av3k is not gonna get out of
You
this.
have taken the lead.
First frag, 8 minutes 30 seconds into this game. Cooler's going to grant a red armor to himself as well.
And this is
Yellow's
where
up.
This is where you're gonna see the game speeding up very soon. Now Av3k needs his aggressive, weird mode. If he plays it too passive, I mean, sure you can hope to get 2 rails in unchallenged, but the odds of that, with Cooler hitting like 60% the whole match, are not very big. So, one Mega, probably the next yellow, and then Av3k is gonna go hunting.
I think
Switch
actually
over to
Cooler
Av3k.
missed time Mega as well. He was looking for it. Av3k's got himself to 200, 100. Cooler is just going to be in plus back mode now. 50 seconds he's got to hold on to this one frag.
Don't know if Av3k's plan of... Oh, great rocket again by Cooler. He wanted to get to that 200-200 stack, but it's just... Oh my god, Cooler just missed the jump to this could be a kill for Av3k. And there we go, that's the Av3k we love. But Kula's in a sneaky position now. He's gonna get away with a rail as well. 20 seconds, 1 red, full charge mode in for Av3k. And Kula is playing it so smart. He's not even going for that yellow armor. He knew that Av3k would try to catch him out of the yellow armor. Very smart play, that's going to secure him the win most likely.
Oh no, Av3k rocketing himself as he got bounced up and... Oh wow, if he had hit another rocket and not Kula into the left corner of that room, maybe.
1-0 finish on this member, man.
I've never seen a 1-0 finish on this map, Philip.
And
never.
If you look at the damages from both players, 1,900 almost and 1,100 damage. That is nothing. I've seen matches with like 3-4k damage done to each other.
Yeah.
It's been such a passive game between these two, and I'll be surprised if Av3k keeps playing this game. He played this game against Kula at the European Championships, and he lost 3-0, and now he's 2-0 down again. I'll be surprised if he tries to play this passive game.
I mean, the problem is, Caleb, we're now on Lost World, and this map favours that sort of passive play at times, and it's almost as if Av3k won't have the ability to go, you know, too aggressively. We've seen his plasma work on this map, and that is phenomenal, but even with 100% plasma, he's still got the risk of taking 5 rockets to a defensive crawler.
The weird thing about GM13 is that even though it's known as probably the most passively favoured map, just because of that, because all players know that, it's less expected for people to do aggressive moves. And I've seen it before that this map turns into one player playing so aggressive and the other one not being able to handle it.
Yeah.
But
is that sort of all areas of the map, or are there specific positions on here that you can, that sort of favours that play, in your opinion? I
think GM13 is the easiest map to get a lot of frags when you have a good stack and the other one doesn't. Because it's so obvious, it's almost easy to trap the opponent at yellow. If you guess right once, when you know he's at the LG yellow, you can really rack up 2, 3, 4 kills in 1 minute.
Yeah, because of course you do spawn on the opposite side of the map from where you're currently standing, so yeah, for sure. We have started this one off watching Kula, who's started off with the Mega Health Av3k, only just taking red, so Kula obviously has a time on that now. I mean, both players have a rocket launcher. Av3k can't be complaining.
Kind of unusual start, both players getting an LG fast and not trying to deny the opponent an LG. Oh, good rockets by Kula again. But Av3k isn't too hurt.
And just look at that confidence from Kula, just prepared to go in for that fight with the LG. He's only come out with 24 HP and there's going to be a 50 for him if he chooses to go for it, but...
And Av3k is smartly enough taking away the yellows and totally offsetting the reds. Kula can't go for it, and Av3k knows that. Av3k is sure about Kula's position, and I think he should have heard the movement there from Kula below, but he decides to back up for the reds and for the Mega now. And this is exactly what Kula wanted. Getting out of the situation, I mean, 100 armor is already enough to give a small fight on GM13, or at least to not die. But Av3k knows Kula's position again, and he might even... Kula made it all the way over to the other map. I don't know how that happened. But very good timed move out there.
It's like a cheetah.
I
5
wouldn't be
seconds
surprised.
for this Mega.
I wouldn't be surprised if it pretty much goes into the same type of game that we saw on Zetian and Dismemberment so far. Maybe Av3k now having a 200 second, knowing that Kula doesn't have the Mega to boot. He might go more aggressive, but I can't see it happening.
Well, just baiting red armor at the moment. Wants the frag before he drops onto it. Actually finds Kula, buy that up a Mega. Still
Kula wants a Mega now.
I think may actually give it up. He's not careful.
He doesn't really need the red though. It's kind of a useless item when you have 200 armor and you get in a somewhat bad position down there. Good LG by Cooler, but also decent by Av3k.
But I mean, that 100 health advantage has just been skimmed away. Now 100 for both players, and Av3k's got to be a bit disappointed in himself because that now gives a good opportunity for Cooler on this mega.
Yeah, it does. But on the other hand, this is just the control switch we've seen all the time. Cooler isn't in a position yet to really make something happen. Even if he picks up this mega cleanly. Good dodging to get out there by Av3k as well. Oh, very aggressive move from Av3k. Probably at the worst time ever, but he manages to get out.
I'm so surprised Cooler didn't hit more LG.
It's been constant, really good aim, but in the situations, both players seem to choke a bit to hit their shots.
Nice couple of rockets on Cooler. Av3k down to 67 HP. There should be a 50 for him to pick up in around about 10 seconds, but he's going to move out to middle map. And look for Cooler. Hits that rocket. Cooler dropped down to lower level here. This is Av3k's time to get out for that 50.
Don't think he knew that Cooler dropped off, but it doesn't matter too much. He knows where Cooler is now. Four minutes off the clock already, and still nobody scored a frag yet. Good LG by Av3k there. It's gonna secure him the mecha, and if he drops down to red now, that could be the end of Cooler.
Cooler knows where he is. Cooler's going to actually rocket jump up towards that upper yellow.
Av3k's still trying to set the trap, but Cooler's not even leaving yet. And that's probably a smart decision.
5-minute warning.
Again, Cooler got away out of the trap. Too easy. Red armor next for Av3k. He's most likely not even gonna try to pick it up yet, as he doesn't really need it, as long as he holds position on the map. And Cooler... Oh. Maybe he's gonna get the yellow for free. Good damage again from Av3k. And really Cooler is not made anything happen yet. And just running the yellows is not gonna help him. He needs to get the initial damage in. Oh, lucky situation again for Cooler. He jumped out around half a second after Av3k gave up the trap. That could have been a possible kill there for Av3k again. Really good rocket damage from Av3k. He might follow this up now. Surely he's not gonna go for red. He might even think Cooler picked it up. But he's always setting the traps, but it's usually two directions he can choose, and it's exactly the opposite direction that he chose where Cooler goes. So a bit unlucky for Av3k not to have a kill yet, in my opinion. But obviously Cooler played it really well.
How do you think the frag's going to be get here? Obviously we're around about 3 minutes and 10 seconds remaining just about. What has one of these players got to do? What mistake has one player got to make?
I think it's gonna come down to... I don't think they will catch each other in corridors in a way that one guy will get the frag. I think it's gonna come down to catching the other guy moving into middle, maybe a good opening rocket, and then forcing him to stay in the fight. And maybe one player getting ahead in the LG battle or pulling LG out first and just going for it.
Avik knows exactly where Cooler is. Red's up on his spot. I don't think Avik will be wary of dropping down for it because then that should give Cooler a good position on Mega. So we'll see if Avik actually just drops into Mega straight away.
Again, Cooler's... He's had a time on Mega for 3-4 minutes now. He's just never been able to get it. Well, he got the second last one, but it didn't help him at all. Both at pretty much equal stacks now.
I mean, that red armor hasn't been taken for about a minute now. I was just watching Cooler as he was running away and actually just jumped down to a lower level, leaving it. So obviously no player bothered about the other one getting it. And it's going to be all about this Mega, it seems. This is the first time Cooler's getting Mega. We're in about 3 or 4 cycles now.
The question is he... Who is going to be the first one to make a move? A year ago I would have said Av3k. Surely Av3k. But and I think he hurt Av3k there. And he's going to catch him out surely here. 2 really good rockets and forcing him into the yellow armor room. If Av3k leaves fast enough. Good LG from Av3k again. Now it's... Oh, Av3k is going to challenge for this one. Good LG.
45 HP for Cooler, 38 now. Going to have to escape as he doesn't want to risk a rocket or an LG to the face from Av3k and going into a 50-50 battle.
This exchange was a lot better for Av3k though. I mean, on DM13, especially after these players haven't really hit each other for such a long time, there is so much HP on the map that if you go out with armor, even if it's just like he had 17 HP, you're better off having 50-60 armor and 17 HP, leaving the fight. And as you can see now, Cooler's got nothing and Av3k's got the Mega again. And this is the best moment to make an attack, and I hope it's not going to be too obvious. What he's doing now is too obvious, for example.
I would have even predicted that.
Get rocket by Cooler again. Delays him a bit, but it's not going to hurt Av3k too much. 10 seconds to go, and going to see the first overtime soon. Finally, Av3k picked up some pace.
I really expected Cooler to go down there. 45 HP and still managing to get out. You know, I'm watching Av3k at the beginning of this overtime. We got red spawning in a few seconds. Av3k doesn't really need to go for it, but I think Cooler's going to be wanting it. No, actually, Cooler getting caught off guard by a rocket. Av3k now. Slight advantage. Still, 2-stack Cooler.
And Av3k is always predicting Cooler to go for the second yellow, but Cooler hasn't done it once yet. And I'm almost sure that after this time, if it happens again, that he hears Cooler picking up that yellow, he is gonna go for the cutting him off at low. And if he does it, that might secure him a kill. But we'll see if Av3k knows as much as we do. I mean, obviously it's easier for us being able to see what both players do all the time.
Yeah, exactly. Av3k's actually buying that up a Mega. Cooler's lower. We got Mega in a few seconds. We'll see if that happens after this next pickup.
Good opening, LG. Av3k needs to get out of this fight. He's gonna lose it if he stays. What a weird decision. He put on LG about a second later than Cooler, and now he finds himself in the same position as he was on Dismemberment with even less to go. And
calling good games.
He knows it's pretty much good game. No weapons, no armor for him. Game's called by Av3k. Av3k's probably already on his feet, and seen pretty much a mirror match of the EU finals. Pretty close games, pretty tense games, pretty slow games, but 3-0 finish for Cooler. And it's going to be Cooler who moves on to the semi-finals, facing Strix.
And I think that will conclude our coverage today, right, Trance? Yeah, so all the semi-finals will be starting tomorrow. Congratulations, of course, to Cooler and our earlier winner, Rafa, who now progress to play the winners of the earlier groups, Sparty and Strengths. Thanks everybody for watching today. What time are we starting tomorrow? Okay, we're not sure when we're starting tomorrow. I'm going to guess it will be... Actually, I'm just going to bring it up now. Hold up.
I think it's massively early. One is at 9 or something, and one is at 13:40, I think.
The ones I have it. Oh wait, no, that's quarterfinal. Yeah, you are right. One's at. But I'm sure my time zones are off as well, so I think that might be earlier than. Yes. Okay, so that would say 9 CET. Oh wow. Okay, so tomorrow, guys, first semi-final at 9 CET. So for me, that's 8 in the morning, when I'm sure everybody will still be asleep. So yeah, make sure you don't miss that one. And following that is 2 CET. So quite a big break between them both, but I'm sure you can at least catch into the later one. If not, the VODs will be available actually before the semi-final. They'll go up straight away. So. Yeah, thanks for watching, everyone. I've been MVC,
I have been clipped.
and this was the Intellect Stream Masters World Championship Finals.